Frick. HeyDM! Wait, I said that. I'm shouting into the mic right now. And we're back with HeyDM.
Welcome back, guys. Sorry about that. We had a bit of a malfunction with the camera. Quick, we fidgeted with it, so hopefully it's back up to top notch. We left off because you had just spurred the horses into action.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get right into it, guys. You have alerted the giants to your presence.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, it's
Okay.
only on a good day. You want me to move these?
Question.
Yes?
Is Shin still sitting next to me?
He is?
Okay, can I hand him, like, the frickin', what are they called? The reins? Yes!
I'm
Can I
pretty
hand
sure
him
that
the
might
reins?
cause problems with the horses.
Sure, you can hand him the reins. That'll be the last thing you can do before we're into normal initiative. You guys have a lost surprise round. Shin! Welcome to the top of initiative. What's happening in your world?
Oh, you know, depression, the usual stuff.
Wow. I was going for a fun vibe.
It's Shin. He's not a very fun guy, but he's never had much time.
Our gossip corner
With
suddenly got emo.
He's never had much time with Mushroom.
Alright.
Now
What are
we're
you
by puns.
doing, Shin?
I don't know. Apparently, I've been handed the reins.
Yeah, you're now holding the reins.
I don't want them.
You could've just, like, pushed them back. Like, you don't have to take them. You could
Yeah,
just
I
take
throw them back to
them.
you.
I grab them and I say, fuck you, Shin!
The rest of you should get your stuff ready.
Probably.
that right now.
Except Danny, you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna take an entire action to do that, isn't it? And I'd lose it. No, I don't want to do that. Oh! I could do that! They're gonna be slow getting there, and they might die. But I need something.
Okay.
Sorry.
I need to know how fast they move. Well, their speed is 30 feet. So, 10, 20, 30. So they
This is
get
60.
almost the first one. Is it healed, though? Are my tattoos healed?
At this point, it'd be about 2.5 days. Yeah, they're pretty much done.
So I could summon my snakes?
You can try. Yeah.
What?
I can try. I need my stuff for that.
What does this mean?
I got a tattoo that can summon snakes.
Oh, right. I don't think I was there for that either. Oh,
That
man.
is not on the sheet. Do you have the description for that?
I have the description for the Viper themselves. I'm looking for my actual technical difficulties. Give me 5 seconds.
Not technical difficulties. Dylan does.
Dylan difficulties. Dylan has problems. There it is.
Difficult.
Okay, so
Frick.
yeah.
No!
I'm gonna use
That didn't work.
my Snake Charmer's mark. 1d6 Ink Vipers.
Okay, roll a d6.
1.
Okay. That was what on your
Arm.
forearm?
Forearm.
Okay.
Left forearm.
So you take a second to kind of focus on the ink here, and it's still pretty raw,
Yeah.
but it is healed now. And you kind of wave a hand over it, and you whisper a couple of words in your brow tongue,
Mhm.
and the ink begins to shiver and shake on your skin,
Mhm.
and peeling itself off comes a viper. This dripping kind of black ink falling from it, and it begins to curl its way down and off the side, and disappears into the grass.
And that takes action, I believe.
use this green thing to demonstrate it.
Green snake. To demonstrate it?
Demonstrate what it is.
They move for 30 feet.
You
so-
command it?
Yeah, and I mentally command it.
So, 10, 20, 30. Yeah, so it'll get there. Why do these keep getting moved?
I don't know.
Stop.
So it'll almost get there.
Yeah, so it gets pretty close.
Yeah.
You can see, like, a faint bit. You have a vague sense of where it is in the actual grass, but you can't see it. It's too small.
Okay. And... trying to think. I'll call that my turn.
Okay. Tavik, you're up next, bud.
How close are the giants? Like within range?
The closest one is about 40 feet away.
Yeah. I was like 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, that's 40. Fun. I feel like we should have had like everything
Check the range of it.
prepared
Check
before.
remembering ranges.
Tess, are you ready?
No, I'm all ready.
Awesome.
I'll listen.
No playing catch
Okay.
while we're D&Ding, guys.
Well, I'm not D&Ding right now.
Then you can play catch with
I'm gonna
yourself.
cast a guiding bolt at the one that's closest.
I'm not D&D.
Alright, guiding bolt. Give me 2 seconds here. Because I didn't get yours. Did you email it to me?
I believe I did, but
Looks
it's
like
a
my
flash
watch.
of light that streaks towards the creature.
I realized afterwards something I could have used, and now I'm really sad. Because I could have used Assassinate.
Okay. Make a ranged spell attack for me.
Do nat 20.
Nat 20?
I love my new dice.
All of your dice give you nat 20s.
Good job.
No, I have a brand new set of dice. I haven't sent a picture. I just sent a picture to Danny of them, but they're great. They're blue and
Are
white.
these the ones that I bought you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ah!
They roll so many 20s. It's ridiculous. I probably shouldn't use them as much. 36.
What? Why is there rock music?
No,
That's
no, dance to it.
There is rock music.
My God,
Catch
it's like rock band.
strange, but okay. Yeah, so Tabik, you take a
16
second.
radiant damage.
Oh shoot.
You have.
Wait, no, doubled, because it's critical.
Do you have an amulet?
5, 6,
What's
7,
your
8.
focus?
Or
is it
just
just-
holy symbol? That's like the cloak.
Okay, yeah. I was wondering. I was like, I know it's something around your neck area.
No, it's the cloak thing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you take a second to grip at the holy symbol of your clasp, your cloak clasp, and with a couple of softly whispered words, you shoot a hand out and watch as this arc of lightning, almost divine light, crashes across the field, illuminates kind of. It's quite bright. It kind of illuminates the area around, and it whacks straight into the chest of the first giant. You watch as it kind of, this crackling, almost lightning-like divine energy races across its skin, and leaves a slight burn across its fur. Roll me damage.
Rolled a 16 and it's critical, so 32 radiant damage.
32 radiant damage.
Wow.
This is a murderous spell.
It is.
Okay.
The next attack has advantage.
Okay. 32?
16 times 2, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You see the giant stumbles back for a second, kind of stunned. It's just come out of this roar of challenge as it gets hit, and it kind of stumbles back for a second, and then it seems to hunker itself forward, and it begins to rush at you guys, and it just eats up this land. Like, this thing is barely moving. And I'd like you to move him all 40 feet to your Kaiser's cart.
20. 30. He's on top of the cart.
He's just gonna stop at the cart.
Okay.
And he kind of
my feelings.
he kind of like slides to a stop almost, and he yells, "More food!" And then he's gonna bring the club around and he's just gonna whack the side of the cart.
Guys, we didn't need anything in the cart, right? Other than you guys.
I mean, my box of
Oh, we have
Yeah.
100.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a nat 20 for this.
Guys, the cart is gonna be fucked.
Oh,
Well-
How
that's
many-
nice.
I tried to suggest getting out of here stealthily,
Yeah.
but no one
They
fucking
spotted
listened.
us!
They spotted us because they decided, Bella decided to move super fast.
It's Kiza! What do you expect of them? To be smart? That's never gonna happen.
I don't know what the hit points for a cart are.
Kids has been smart before.
Oh, I might actually have the stats up for a cart. Hang on.
Find it.
Wouldn't it be in the DM's guide?
I don't know. Would it? I could check.
Yeah, because they only have the cost and weight in here.
Let me help out. Sorry for this, guys. We gotta figure out how much damage he does to a cart.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure.
gonna take a wild guess and say that our cart's fucked.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
a pretty
I'm
good guess.
gonna say I'm pretty sure it's probably DM's discretion.
Okay. Yep. So there is this just whoosh. This. What is that?
I don't know.
Satan.
Okay. There's this loud swoosh of the air and a.
That was so weird. Okay.
I don't know what's making sound in the background, but it's scaring.
I think it's the dude. Maybe.
Oh, that's what it is. Give me 2 seconds. I know what it is. I'll be right back.
Is it your phone?
No, it's the operation game in the corner.
What the heck? Where would this be?
It's the cable man.
Okay, good. Oh,
He
okay.
turned to me as I put it over, and he's like, "The cable man approaches." That's great.
Guys, man.
My apologies for that. We're getting our Wi-Fi turned over today, guys. No, there is this loud just screech of splintering wood as it careens into the side of the cart, and you guys get flipped end over end. I would like dexterity saving throws.
Yay!
Your cart gets flipped.
I have proficiency in
14.
dexterity saving throws.
That's true.
19.
My little dwarf body got thrown.
Thrown, your little dwarf body got crushed.
Oh no!
Oh.
15,
Whoa.
13.
All right. I'm assuming you passed.
I made a 19.
Okay, that's not actually half bad.
No. I only have a +8 to saving throws.
I thought you were gonna have like 400.
No, the +13 is only to
See if I can
stealth
hurt anyone
and sleight
other
of
than
hand.
Okay. Yeah, so the cart splinters. There's this loud kind of screech from the horses as they get just ripped with this thing tumbling over end. Your stuff is scattered. The cart just crashed into the ground here. And you each take, other than Shin, you each take, what this is gonna be,
Guys, did we even name the horses?
12 points of
Probably
bludgeoning
not.
damage. Shin, you take 6.
And I would have seen this attack, right? So I can have that damage?
Fuck you.
Oh.
Fuck you. That's 3 points of damage for you. God, I hate you so much.
with a 15 I didn't save?
No.
Wait,
Dylan,
is that
Dylan
reaction?
barely saved with a 19.
Would that be a reaction because he hit me?
He hit the cart. This isn't quite them attacking you guys. This is the cart's getting thrown and you guys are being pinned underneath. Speaking of which, everyone except for Shin is now prone and pinned.
Okay. I just want to use him.
The horses are not moving. Like, one of them is kind of like lame. It looks like the one of them is quite clearly just fucked.
Done.
It's gone. The second one has got an awkwardly bent back leg, and it's just, there's blood dripping from it, and it's in a lot of pain. These things aren't going to be doing much today. Okay. Yep. Baz. It's your turn. You are prone.
Okay.
Where is prone?
Woods. There we go. No, that's not it. I don't want to conjure a fae. There we go.
Why
So-
not?
You're prone. Prone creature's only movement option is to crawl unless it stands up and therefore ends the condition. That takes half your movement. You have disadvantage on attack rolls, and an attack roll against you has advantage if the attacker is within 5 feet. Otherwise, the attack roll has disadvantage.
Okay, so where'd you say I am on the map now?
So currently, let's just move this.
Oh.
Shin, you managed to, like, dive off, but you still get hit with kind of the splinters of this.
Probably like that.
Essentially, yeah. You've kind of managed to topple off this way. The horse is just fucking... That one's gone.
Oh,
This one is basically lame. And the three of you are currently somewhat pseudo-pinned underneath the
cart.
cart.
Okay, cool.
Because you've just kind of been thrown, but Tabak and Baz, you guys are...
Can I get
pinned.
out of the cart? Like, try?
You can try, but it's going to take a strength check
I will.
to try and push it up enough that you can crawl out. Because your legs are currently trapped.
I'll do that.
Did is that one horse like? Was it thrown or is it just like dead?
It's dead.
Sad.
It's mangled and stuff.
18.
Well- Your guys' cart flipped
Yeah. Okay.
and then landed. The other one is lucky to be just kind of broken and mangled.
Darn.
The
18.
18? Okay. Yeah, you managed to kind of lift it up a little bit.
So am I standing now?
Or if you're gonna stand, that's gonna take half your movement.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you managed to push your way out, and kind of
Okay.
rise to your feet.
You can't climb over the cart.
I'm not.
The cart is difficult terrain, so it does take double the...
Fuck, I fucked up.
thing.
60. Okay. Hey, Shen, you should. No, never
you
mind.
also have half cover. Or 3/4 cover, sorry.
There.
So you have a +5 bonus to your AC, and dex saving throws against you. Yeah.
Got it marked.
And effects.
Okay, well, where this dude is, I want to cast Cloud of Daggers, like, right on his, like, oops, fuck.
Right on him.
Like, yeah.
Okay. Is that a saving throw?
No?
No?
Mm.
Where's your... Did you give me
No,
that
that's
sheet?
right here, sorry.
Oh.
I think I wrote it down. I barely wrote it down. Okay. A creature takes 44 slashing damage when it enters the spell's area for the first time.
Cough away from the mic. Away.
Or starts its turn there. At higher levels, you can cast a spell by using a spell slot. Or
Okay, yeah.
I want to cast it at 3rd level, though.
Okay. 3rd level?
Yeet.
So that's going to be how much damage?
You said it.
Oh!
I forgot too. Hand my phone back.
8.
It's going to be 8 d4. D4? Okay. Yeah, so you don't manage to get your guitar out quite, but as you're lifting up, you manage to whistle a small tune. And you watch as there's the kind of like... Do you know when light reflects off metal?
Mhm.
That kind of glint? A couple of those appear, and a selection of these long kind of different shaped daggers. Some of them are barbed, some of them are curved. Some are small and pointy, others are more like shins in that they're these longer kind of meant to get in there. A couple of...
Oh God.
meant to get into the flesh of a monster to hurt them. You disgusting creatures.
Oh.
I didn't even think of it until Jason said it. Okay,
Yeah.
it's his fault.
But they appear in this just kind
Also,
of
we've
spinning
discussed
circle.
this. That's not his job.
They
No!
the daggers are rotating around at different intervals of the thing, and you see the giant kind of raises a hand to swat at a couple of them in confusion.
That's my move. That's my turn.
That's your turn.
Do I roll damage now?
It's at the start of their turn and thing, right?
Does that mean like yeah?
Yeah. So when he starts his turn, you'll get to roll damage for it.
Okay.
Kiza, you're up next.
Okay, great. So I'm on the ground, right?
Yes.
Looks like it.
You're prone. A majority of the cart isn't on you. You've been kind of tossed a little bit farther away. But the dead horse is like to your left side. It's not the best place.
Okay, can I like stand up?
Yep. So it'll take half your movement.
Hey.
Nice.
Okay. I still have like 20 feet of movement, so how close is the cart? Like, can I duck behind the cart, or am I already mostly behind it?
Yeah, you're mostly covered. You'd have about half cover. You're kind of ducking around the side of it. But if you do like 5 feet of movement, you can be standing like in front of Baz.
No, I think I'm good where I am. Okay, great. Do I want to attack this thing?
Maybe. Also, Jason, I don't know what you said, but I don't want to hear it.
Whatever he said, he is getting beat for it.
Yeah, he is.
Ew.
Oh,
Please stop.
You offend me, good sir.
Okay, wait, so, did I see... Okay, wait, so Baz casted a spell that was basically on the next turn of the...
Well, the dude, he takes damage. Yes.
Okay.
And if you try to attack the one that I attacked, you have advantage because guiding bolt.
Okay, so I could leave it so that freaking...
You should kill the giant before
Baz, what's the
Cloud of
area
Daggers
of
does.
effect?
I don't know if I can,
5 feet?
but I can try.
Is it only 5 feet? Or
I
is
mean,
it
it's
like a
already
5 feet
taken
sphere?
32 points of damage.
Cube 5 feet on
Cube
each
of 5
side.
feet? 5 feet on each
Wait.
side.
It's 60 feet.
60 feet?
No, no.
It's a 60-foot range. So You
Yeah.
can do it up to 60 feet, but it's only a 5
It's
by
a cube
5
of 5
cube.
feet.
On
Yeah.
each side, yeah. Which is half of it. Well, like, yes.
I don't remember how far that travels. Wait.
Well, I think if you just do the 5 feet, that would probably take up his head. His head area.
Or like in the
Gouge some
middle
eyes
of-
out.
Like in the middle of him, kind of thing. Okay.
Just adjust that.
Nah, it doesn't matter. Yeah. We know
Might
where.
as well.
Okay.
Sorry,
Because that's going to be
talking.
important, because if you've got melee fighters and they get in that area, they are going to be taking damage for it.
How close is, this fucking giant thing?
You're gonna have to navigate around a
You're
bunch of
not
stuff.
going to have enough movement this turn. If you want to go over the wagon, that's about 15 feet. That's going to cost you at least 30, though, because it's double for tough terrain. If you want to go around, it'll cost you 10, 15.
Your soul. It'll cost you.
It'll
your soul.
probably cost. It'll probably take about the same amount.
30. Yeah, it's going to take 30 whether you go over the cart or around it.
Okay. Fuck, there's not really anything I can do then. Because all of my weapons I kind of have to be closer.
Yeah. Okay.
You can take the dash action. It'll double your speed.
True.
But that also means that you won't have an action.
Mhm.
Because it costs your entire action.
I mean, she doesn't really get much of an action anyway, so.
So, like,
Yeah, I'll just stay where I am right now.
Okay. So you're ending your turn there?
Yep.
Alright. It is the second ogre.
Okay, giant.
Yeah.
Ogre.
Okay. Don't you dare
myself.
copyright.
It's not copyright if you do that.
I lied.
Don't test it.
It is a...
He rolled a nat 1. He gets to be skipped for the first round of combat. He's fucking confused as all hell. He's kind of like squinting still.
Oh my god, is he looking for his glasses?
He kind of, you watch as he kind of tries to get a scent of something, but clearly not doing anything.
No one's used the advantage yet, have
No.
they?
No.
Squeaky toy, oh my gosh.
Shen, it's your turn.
Yay! I'm going to attack him. And I'm going to use the advantage, which means I'm going to use sneak attack. That is either 11 plus 8, which is 19, or 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that's... How many d6 is that?
Probably
4d6.
A lot.
That's not too bad.
No. It's not too bad. I could have, like, cast a spell beforehand, and it would have got me in trouble. 3 plus 2
11,
plus
13.
13.
13 damage?
13 damage.
Okay, and are you going up and attacking? Or...
Yeah, so I'm gonna get hit.
Okay. So you can move him into his area.
Here?
Yep, that'll be fine.
Okay.
Is that good for you?
Yep.
Okay. Shin, you take a running start, and you manage to kind of jump almost, and just lodge one of your daggers into the side of his leg, and just drag it down as you fall.
You get to do me a whole bunch of damage.
The side of his leg is kind of torn now and a little bit mangled. There's a river of blood. He smells putrid up close. Like, oh, this is almost enough to make you sick. And that's 13 damage.
Now, how much damage are you doing to me?
What?
You are
I entered
not
it. Am I not within the cube? Oh, no, because it's on his head,
If
right?
it's up higher, yeah.
So, it's not going to hit me.
I
And
wanted more for his chest area, but no, that's fine.
Well,
I still don't think that's going to hit
I mean,
me.
it
it's in the
wouldn't-
middle, so he's 5 feet away. He's not in the same space.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then, I'll use my bonus action to disengage.
Okay.
And just kind of forget this. I can't remember what disengage does right now.
Let's find
You
out.
can move away from the creature without it taking an opportunity attack.
Oh, yeah. So,
There we go.
I'll just back up. I think it's only 5 feet, though, right? I can't
No,
remember.
you can use all of your movement if you want.
So I've used probably half of my movement at this point.
I'd say if you go here, that would work?
Probably, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, so I disengaged to there.
Okay, yeah, so you just cleave down the side of his leg, and then with, like, turning on a dime, you manage to leap off the side of his foot and dart away just back to the edge of the cart, kind of dodging as he kind of swipes a hand down to whack at the leg where you had been just beforehand. And the giant goes, "Little mosquitoes!" Tabak, it's your turn.
Oh yeah, can I get out from underneath the cart?
Make me a strength check, please.
Tabby can't do it, SMH.
Ah, shit, where got my sheet? Oh, there it is. 17.
Yep. So you manage to lift the cart slightly, just enough that you can kind of push your way out.
Okay, and...
Wait a second.
Okay.
Was that my action to do that, or no?
Nope, that's a bonus action.
Yeah.
And then standing up will take half your speed if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll stand up.
Okay,
Can I get to the giant asshole with the rest of my movement or no?
How much movement do you have? You're at half right now.
30, so 15 left.
15.
You get maybe
right
here.
there.
You get to the side of the cart.
I can't get up to him to attack him?
No.
No, you're not going to be able to get close enough.
Okay, then spells it is.
Do you want to move up to there?
Oh, no, I'll stay back.
Okay.
I'll just cast the spell. Okay, and I'm gonna do produce flame and range spell attack at him.
Okay. You swirl a palm across, and this bright flame flickers to existence on your hand. It's not quite the right color of flame. It's like a shade off from what it should be. And it's not like, it doesn't burn or anything. It just kind of, and this small flash of flame appears. Make me a ranged spell attack, please.
16.
Okay. Yeah, so you go, and then just push out with your hand as it goes kind of flying through the air, kind of as if you'd thrown like a small rock. And it pops down kind of just above his belly and begins to fall and drip down. And this shearing, and he goes, ah! Pats his side. You see that a bit of the flame catches the loincloth and begins to burn.
Oh no. Hot potato.
He's swatting at it, trying to put the flame out. Roll me some damage.
13.
13?
Yep. Yeah, 13.
Remind me next time to add my extra onto my damage, because I forgot to. Because I have a +5.
Oh.
I hate you so much. So very much.
To your damage?
Yeah.
Jeez, that should have been like 18 then.
Yep.
Okay. So that's your action, your bonus action. You still have 15 feet of movement if you want to use it, or you can end your turn.
Well, I wanted to move around to the side of the cart there. Okay.
So you did want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
I thought you might go farther, and I'm like, no.
Okay. You lose cover. So you will not have cover there.
That's fine.
Okay. Giant's turn.
Me too.
That's not the giant.
Baz, if you can roll me the damage.
I can't do math.
What was that?
2,
3, 4,
Why am I doing that?
8, 10, 12, 15. Thank you. 19.
19.
Plus
damage.
anything?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, 19 then.
No, it's
Okay.
just D-force.
You see the giant begins to make his way into a swoop with the thing, and a couple of the daggers just pierce through the flesh, and he kind of stumbles a bit and goes, ah! More mosquitoes! There's a couple of these daggers still floating in the air, and a couple more appear as the ones in him fade out. And the giant is going to swing at you.
From
So that is a 19 against Yushin.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Do you want me to move him anywhere?
Nope.
Okay. How can he?
He's got 10 feet.
Oh.
Reach.
Oh, okay, 10. Okay. Jesus.
Okay, you take 17 points of damage.
Half. I'm using my reaction.
Okay. So
Well,
you
you can see it too.
'Cause I can see it.
Okay.
I can take half damage.
That's. Rogues are
So
smart.
you're gonna take 9 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is 13 against you.
To hit? No.
Okay, so you see he takes one swoop with his thing, and you manage to dodge slightly, but it still kind of cracks into your shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
This hurts a lot. This is
Yeah.
a lot of damage and a very, very heavy tree trunk that's just slammed into your body.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of stumble back a step, which manages to miss, which helps you to miss the second swing as it comes back with this tree trunk.
Okay.
Nice. And it gives another bellow, and it stalks forward, and we're gonna move it towards Shin. Move it over diagonally. There. Yep.
So
It's still slightly in the area, but
Yeah.
it will be out of it soon. Okay.
Same.
Yeah, that'll be its turn there. Baz.
I'm going to give Tab a bardic inspiration.
All right, inspire him.
Oh, we asked first.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to write that in my notes.
What are you gonna do to give you inspiration?
This fucking sucks.
Hold on.
The joys of playing a bard.
Baz
Yeah.
It's like I have so many songs and I'm like,
becomes
oh,
a
that's
bard.
copyrighted.
You also have to compliment Tabik.
This may work. There we go.
You made a sexual innuendo like 5 minutes ago and it made me laugh, but I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want to embarrass you. You're doing great, sweetie.
Wait, what did I say? What?
Said how close can I get inside that giant's asshole?
No,
And it made me laugh. No, you wanted to say how close can I get to that giant's asshole, and it made me laugh.
Oh my god.
Anyway, thank you.
Okay. How much bardic inspiration do you have now?
1d6.
1d6?
1d8. 1d8.
1d8. Okay,
think
so
so.
Tabik, you've got a d8. You feel kind of inspired by that. It's a little weird, but you're kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go get this over with, so I can never think of that again.
No, it's a 1d6. Why do I have a d8 written down?
Because I think it was one of your level up things.
Yeah, it levels up.
Yeah,
It's
fifth level.
Your font of
levels.
inspiration now, I think, or no?
Oh,
No.
Jason,
That's
did you forget to level
No,
up?
I did.
1 sec.
Yeah, no, it's 1d8. Sorry.
It's because it levels up kind of like
Yeah, 1d8.
my thing, sneak attack.
Mandatory.
Yes, was that an action?
Alright, no, that is a bonus action, I believe, for bardic
I
inspiration.
just closed it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure bardic inspiration is a...
I thought
Jason,
it
that's
was.
what you have all those
Don't you
bookmarks
have
there for.
everything bookmarked?
You have
They all
literally
ripped.
everything.
They're all ripped.
You
Then
should use plastic ones. that
Use
work
new
better.
ones.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
What's your
So
action?
you still have an action.
Fuck me in the asshole, am I right?
No, that's what we were just talking about, Jason.
How about I do this?
Well, is that one concentration?
Yeah. I mean, I could drop it, but he's going to be out of it anyway. Unless he's going to move in his next turn.
I don't think I can force a giant back. Shin is good at
Dumb
very many
question.
things, but not that many.
If I
things.
keep the concentration going on for the giant, or yeah, would he still be in the range if he doesn't move until his next turn?
No, I don't think so.
Wouldn't you have to
Because
walk through it?
he's still on the edge of
He
it.
would start next turn in the range still. So you could do damage still next turn.
No, I'll leave it then. That's my turn.
Yeah, he can't cast another spell.
Kizza.
on me.
Oh my gosh, you fucking did.
Well.
Kizza?
Kiss up, babe.
Hello?
Hello?
Did Kizza
Are you
leave?
there?
No, Kizza's still there.
No, she
No?
just left right now.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Whoa!
Kiss
Oh,
up.
there she is. She's alive!
Sorry, my phone decided to kill itself.
Oh,
That's okay. We thought you died.
Yup, I did, inside. Anyway.
It's your turn.
Great! First,
I thought you were already dead inside.
I died inside even more.
Okay, it's your turn, buddy.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck to do. Sorry.
Hit.
I feel like I'm watching my language.
No,
No, I'm mature.
we're mature. You're good.
No, the stream is
The
mature.
stream is very mature. Are we?
That's what I meant. You thought I was, like, describing you guys? You joking?
You're not mature either, Reese.
Thanks, Reese.
Fun.
Okay, Kizza, what are you doing?
I'm thinking.
And let's go back to the weather. Dylan, what's the forecast?
We're still in the middle of the shitstorm, Danny.
Alright, thanks for the update.
It seems that it's actually getting worse. We are headed towards the center of the storm.
Oh.
So hopefully we might get a break soon.
Okay, any hoozle.
Fight me, Jason. Fight me.
Why did you hit me?
So, how much movement do I have again? I have like.
You have your
In
full
my
movement back
experience,
now.
that does damage to him.
Oh!
Yeah, it's a new turn,
Okay.
so you've got full movement still.
I'm gonna go up to this guy then.
It's not gay if you don't pack.
Okay. So it takes. You can get onto the edge of the cart. Like.
Oh.
You won't.
Okay, I'm staying there.
Moving around is not going to get you into his face. You can move. You can get over the cart, so you can stand next to
10,
Shin, which will put you in
20, 25, 30. You could go up to here.
Yeah, or go over the cart and get the same distance. You're not going to be able to
Something.
attack him unless you dash, which will get you close enough, but you won't be able to attack to the next turn.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna go close to him.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of manage to jump your
30.
way over the horses, and slide next to Shin, and you sling your axe out.
There we go.
You're not within range. There's still a little bit of distance between you and the giant, but you are now closer.
Can I like pull out my shield too? As like kind of like.
You do, yeah. You sling out the axe that you'd picked up, kind of swooped down and picked up as you were making your way over, and you sling the shield off, and you hold the shield at the ready.
Nice.
Just remember, we're gonna have a second one to deal with.
Oh, right.
Is that all you want to do?
I forgot about him.
He forgot about himself.
At this point.
Awesome, okay.
The giant
Second giant's
equivalent of Moon.
We're gonna move him up 40 feet towards you guys.
30. 40.
Oh my god, look, he's
Let's move him slightly that way.
This way or this way?
He would have ended up.
Towards you, Danny. Yeah.
There.
That way.
Okay.
Why
And
would you do that, DM?
he comes thundering up. And he seems to have finally caught on to what's going on. And he doesn't have a tree trunk on him, so he's going to reach down, and with a swipe, he's going to attempt to grab you, Kizza.
Kizza is a tree trunk.
Damn it!
He's like, whoa!
That is going to be...
Yeah, that dragonborn's buff enough.
That's a 9 against your armor class.
My armor class is a 14.
Yeah. So he kind of like... He's still kind of squinting, and he just misses short with his sweep. And kind of grumbles a bit. And then he's going to try again with the other hand. That is an 11, which is going to miss as well. So he kind of just scoops, tries to grab you and stuff, but he's just misjudging. You dodge the first hand, and then the second hand swipes too high.
Moon Junior.
Some glasses.
Shin, it's your turn. But just beforehand, Baz, I'd like you to make me a perception roll.
Perception saving? Not perception. Fuck me in the asshole. Oh,
No.
shit me.
Oh!
Nat 20.
Also,
Alright,
it's a 21.
So you're like glancing over the side of the cart, kind of ducking down so you can keep an eye on the fight, but still like not get hit or noticed too much. And as you go, you manage to catch sight just out of the corner of your eye, something weird in the sky. And you kind of turn towards it because for a second you kind of lose focus on the battle, and you see a familiar sight of these bright silvery lights streaking down across the sky. And there's quite a few of them scattered around. A lot of them you can tell are a lot further out. But one, it's a smaller light. But it is falling, definitely you can tell it's a lot closer to you. And as it falls, it streaks down and it's getting closer and closer and closer. And then and it impacts in front of Kiza and Shin. And there's a bright flare of light and just this terrible ringing in your head.
Is this fucking you?
And there is a flash of this radiant light, and this just screaming in your head. And you watch as the two giants stumble back, and they're clutching at the sides of their heads and shaking and yelling. And then you watch as this radiant light begins to eat them up from the inside, just glows out of their mouth and nose and ears and eyes, and just they explode. And you guys are covered in just this putrid hill giant, just guts and sprays. There's bits of half-digested cloth and bones and such that's just being scattered around the place. And you see, standing in front of Shin and Kiza, totally untouched by anything, is Charlotte. And she's dressed not in her usual clothing. She is dressed in a kind of toga, and she is glowing slightly. Her eyes are just blank white. And she's got both hands raised and her mouth is slightly parted and it closes. And she begins to, the light begins to die down. She kind of stumbles for a sec and then she collapses to the ground unconscious.
Fucking hell. I didn't even get a quote!
Oh wait, sorry. Would you like to say something first?
Before I collapse?
Before you collapse to the ground?
Literally, the only goddamn reason I'm here is so that you fucktards didn't die.
And then she collapses to the ground unconscious.
I love you, Dan.
And this is where we will break.
Break or end?
We will break. We will still be playing later. But we're going to say bye to Danny.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Danny just got here, but now she's
Just
leaving.
leave. Bye. Yeah. And Kiza, I
I'm
believe,
so
right?
sorry for that.
All good.
Kiza, you're leaving?
And Kiza will also be departing.
I would like to say that Kiza fucking just looks at Charlotte and is like, I mean, yeah, we needed your help, but whatever.
Didn't even need your help, Mom. Oh.
Okay. We'll be back up in a little bit here, guys. Thanks for tuning in right now. We'll be right back.
Bye, guys. I hope you liked my quote.